There you go. You got it.
Yep. Hey guys, what is up? It is OptiNation Review.
And it's Rayzel Kane. Sorry.
You're good. And we are here today to talk about Transformers. Anything Transformers, whether it be Rise of the Beast, which to me looks awesome. And if you guys hear anything in the background, uh, don't mind that. There's just kids running around upstairs.
I go talking about kids. David CT. I'm not the reason why we're late. Not this time.
It was me. Sorry, David. Uh, hey, Zeta. How are you? Um, as you guys know, I'm OptiNation Review. I run the OptiNation Review YouTube channel and the OptiNation Review Facebook page, Twitter account, Instagram, all that good stuff, and even Discord. Razil, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Rayzel Kane Reviews. I do voice actor spotlight on YouTube. I have a new little short series that's started. I'm doing stuff on Mondays now. Short videos where I compare two versions of a character, and I want to know who's your favorite voice. So right now I did a couple like Chromia, two Starscream, like two videos about four different Starscream stuff like that. So thanks, David. I'm worth the wait. You should tell that to my wife. She doesn't think I'm worth the wait. But yeah. So and then I do tour reviews and live stream. And it's kind of I always call it a bunch of guys talking live, but I don't really have it. It's not like a series or something.
Yeah.
So yeah. So how are
Well,
you, man?
cool. I'm doing pretty good. I recently just covered one of the third TV spot on Rise of the Beast, and I don't know your feelings towards Rise of the Beast, but to me, I cannot wait for the movie to come out in a few weeks. And thanks to Zeta and everyone here for a little sneak peek. Zeta just texted me a little bit before the stream started, and apparently there is a fourth TV spot. I haven't looked at it yet, but I just saw a little teeny bit of footage that I haven't seen yet. So be on the lookout for a reaction on that.
All right. Well, I'm to quote Rodimus Primal. I'm what is it? He says I'm cautiously optimistic about
Yeah.
Rise of the Beast. That's his key phrase for pretty much any project that comes from a movie standpoint. And I'm going to. Oh, hey, here's Anthony from. Oh, and he's using his internet politician account, and that's my girlfriend who just joined. That's Catherine Moreau. So, hello, honey.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's very supportive and she's amazing. And happy Mother's Day.
Yes. To all the mothers out there that may be watching this, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. So it's a good day. So yeah, but yeah, when it comes to Rise of the Beast and stuff, I was excited and then I wasn't, and now my kid, who's 5 years old, of course, he doesn't care about any of the stuff we argue about all the time. So he's happy and he wants to go see it. So I might wait a little bit, and I'm not gonna go on opening night. So don't expect a live review. The very 2 hours after it's released. It's not my cup of tea. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. I was a big fan of the opening scenes of Bumblebee, as
Yes.
most G1ers were, like myself. And I mean G1ers as the proper term, like the good version, not the G-winner that people
Yeah.
are, the slur that people are using to describe my tribe. But
Yeah.
the I will see it. I'm going to be honest about it if I ever talk about it. If it's good, it's good. If if it sucks, and I'll definitely voice it. My only gripes really with the whole thing is that, again, for the robots, they're using celebrities, and I'm a big supporter of working voice actors. I've
Yeah.
interviewed some of them. I've covered most of the G1s, the main characters, and most of the season, all the season, the movie. So I really, really would have preferred if, and not even that they would get, Peter Cullen or Frank Welker, or I mean, these guys are legends. Of course, they deserve a shot to every project. But I would have been okay if they would have just picked some random people that have no attachment. Like Pete Davidson, to me, is a not a good pick right now for Mirage. But it depends what version of Mirage we're getting. And
Yeah.
so far, we're getting a jazz version of Mirage. Who look he sounds more upbeat and fun than any Mirage I know. So I don't know. My
Yeah.
favorite version of Soundwave is G1 by Frank Welker. And fun fact: if you remove the vocalizer from G1, it happened in one episode. I think it was either Carnage in C minor or Web World, where they speak like Soundwave will speak without the vocalization, and it sounds exactly like Soundwave in the dark, not Dark of the Moon, the other one, Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah. I was gonna say Revenge of the
Yeah.
Fallen.
So that version, I don't mind Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave. It
Yeah.
sounds good. But yeah, Soundwave definitely is a G1. And I don't have a cassette tape yet, except the core class from Kingdom.
Ah. And to quote Anthony, he did say earlier, where was it? On Rise of the Beast, he plans for the worst but hopes for the best. That's actually really good.
Yeah, it is. And David's right. G1 rules. But see, I'm getting tired of the whole like Rise of the Beast has done exactly what Transformer 2007 and every Bayverse movie has done is divide the fandom.
Yeah.
I remember in 2007 watching the first Transformer movies and liking it, except for a couple nitpicks like the looks of the figures. I would have preferred to see a more cartoon aesthetic to the mold. I would have removed the potty humor.
Yeah, I
The
totally agree with you
the
on that.
sex joke.
Yeah.
Oh, this pheromone level indicate he wants to mate with the female. Like, I mean, that's dumb
Yeah.
stuff. So I would have
Yeah.
loved a non-comedy, you know, action. Frenzy was supposed to be the comic relief, and he ended up being like everything was comic relief. Ironhide made jokes, and
Yeah.
like it was just weird. And the lack of respect for the source material by Michael Bay was, kind of disappointing. But I didn't mind the
Yeah.
movie. The second movie, a lot of people don't like it. Okay. My favorite part of it was the relationship with the dad and Sam.
Yes.
Like because I have a kid. I have a 20-year-old, but he was like much younger back then. But
Mhm.
and I could relate to losing your son, how terrifying that would be. And that scene where Sam is like, "You have to let me go. You have to let me go," and the dad's like, "No, I'm coming." With like that punched me in the heart. Like that was intense. But I'm like, okay, the favorite part of the movie for me was nothing to do with robots and Transformers, so it's a miss, you know. And then Dark of the Moon and the other two, I just really hated. And
Yeah.
yeah, so that's my take. So Rise of the Beast, a sequel to Bumblebee, and it's part of Bayverse now. Like nobody knows. I hope it solves all the questions we have. Like,
Yes. I
is
hope
it
so too.
is it a multiverse thing? Like that could make sense. That somehow after the last night, Unicron awakened, destroyed the Earth, converted Prime, and turned him into Scourge, and then traveled the multiverse, and now we're dealing with a new universe that Unicron is going to consume. That would
Yeah.
solve every continuity issue that we had since Bumblebee, because Bumblebee really created a lot of continuity issues. Like, why is he there early? But wait, why is there other Transformers? Because if it would have been just Bumblebee alone on Earth, that makes sense. He was there first.
Yeah.
he didn't arrive in 2007 in the first movie. He was already there. So, all right. Speaking, Blackout and Grinder are the same character in Transfer and Revenge of the Fallen. I Okay, that's my problem with the whole Bavers thing. I can tell who's who. I Everything happens so fast, the action is so quick, and the characters are so not developed enough. Like, hold on, Blackout. That's the first helicopter we see in the whole movie, right? The helicopter, and then
Yep.
that's Blackout. Okay, so I don't know if Grinder. I don't even know who Grinder is. Nobody called him. Hey, Grinder, let's go shoot some humans.
Yeah.
There's no interaction between the robots, so it's hard for me to get attached to a character or to know a character. So that's just my opinion. What about you, man? I keep talking. Go ahead.
Yeah. And you're fine. I actually loved your input on the Michael Bay franchise and Rise of the Beast and the Bowman movie. Um, so yeah, my take on the Michael Bay franchise is I loved Dark of the Moon and Revenge of the Fallen. Now I know this next part, everyone's probably gonna hate me for this, but I really loved The Last Night, which holds a special place in my heart, and also Rise of the Beast will hold a special place in my heart. There's a reason for that, not because the movie was great, but
Okay, so
because
the last night, the movie that even Baverser really didn't like, you liked. What was special about it for you?
um so the reason for that is because my best friend Ben, me and him were going to go see it in theaters. He passed away a week before the movie
Sorry to
came
hear
out.
that, man.
That's the only reason why. It's not the movie itself. It's the sentimental value for me because me and him were going to go see it.
But see, that's a good reason to like a movie, to have a movie having a special place for you. You have an emotional attachment to something that happened concerning the movie. That's
Yeah,
good enough, man.
yeah.
And
And then
sorry to
Rise of
hear
the
about your friend.
Beast. Thank you. And then Rise of the Beast. For any of you that know, my mom actually passed away December 10th of this past year, and she wanted to see Rise of the Beast. So it's again the same thing.
Condolences, man. That's pretty bad. Like, I mean, not bad. I mean, you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
fun to go through that.
yeah. But that's the only reason why. It's not the movie itself; it's the sentimental value.
Like, she'll be there with you in the theater when you go see it anyway, right?
Yep, yep.
So,
Just
so
like
there you
she's a big supporter of my YouTube channel. But yeah, on when Bumblebee came out, I loved Bumblebee. Bumblebee was the fresh reboot that I think that the franchise needed because
go. It did.
as much as I love quote unquote love the Michael Bay series, it's time to move on.
Well,
It's
the thing is that I think they're making a mistake now because they're going more with the Bavers design
mm,
for a couple characters. Like Scourge looks extremely Bavers, while Optimus still looks Bumblebee. If we're gonna split it like that, and then um, the rest of the Autobots, they kind of look like RC is a great update from Bumblebee. She's just
yeah,
painted red instead of pink. But we haven't seen, okay, Mirage. Mirage reminds me more of Baber stuff than a Bumblebee movie type character. And then
yeah,
Wheeljack has been the biggest divider in this whole franchise. Like Rodimus Primal is getting death threat almost for stuff like that. Hateful comment because he strongly feels that Wheeljack is getting a bad treatment. And to a
yeah,
point, it is. And if they would have, you know what, he actually looks good for like as a standalone character. That bus looking like Steve Urkel it's kind of cool, but they could have called him like, I don't know, Wheel Jock, and I would have been fine with it.
Or Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo, or if they would have called him like Hercule Prime, fine, I'm good with that. So, but because it's not a bad design for a robot, it's just a bad design for Wheeljack, according
Yeah.
to us. I mean, if my son falls in love with that Wheeljack during a movie and he wants the guy with the glasses, I'm gonna go in store and pick it up, and I'm gonna go over my play with the settings, and I'm gonna go with my son and pick up a figure, and he's gonna enjoy it. So I'm not gonna disown him because he wants to try he's gonna like stuff I don't like, and that's one thing. My oldest doesn't really like the G1 stuff. Yeah, I mean he likes
Yeah.
Transformers a little bit. He kind of I started collecting when he was about 17, so it's not as cool for him. But we still had great moments. Like the first Transformers I bought back in 2008 was for him, but it was also really for me. Like Classics Mirage and Hot Rod, I still have. Bumblebee and Optimus Prime from the Classics line or Classic Universe, all that time period. So yeah,
Wow. um.
having issues.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to do a screen share at the same time, but I don't quite know how to do it.
A screen share.
Yeah.
There's a button. It says present.
Oh, it's down there. Yeah. Huh. Sorry, guys. I'm using StreamYard for the first time as a host.
Yeah. Because for some reason, when he sent me the YouTube link, it didn't work, and I never used YouTube directly. So maybe it was something on my end. My account wasn't ready for that.
Screen share. There we go.
Could be that. So
Entire screen share. Cool. There we go. So yeah, everyone knows Wheeljack right here.
yeah.
Well, but yeah. And also my other question: why in the world did they give him glasses?
Well, yeah. I mean, that may. I think it's because okay. My only acceptance of this design would be if, let's say, Wheeljack arrives on Earth, and the first thing he sees is TV, and he starts watching TV, and then he really likes uh, not Family Feud. What was the other one? The one with Steve Urkel. And if he really likes that, then he decides to adopt that look. I'd be like, okay, he's a fan of a show and he wants to cosplay. Heck, I'll respect that choice. But I don't
Yeah.
think that's what's going to happen here. Hey, my partner
Hey,
Ninja
Ninja
B,
Bill.
Ninjab and I do a book review every month. We're doing one next month, but what we do is we took on the Wheel of Time franchise, which is the greatest American series I've ever read. It's in a fantasy world. I don't know if you ever heard of the Wheel of Time, and don't mention the freaking Amazon show because no. But it's yeah, because it sucks. And that's the reason why we started the book review stuff, just because the show sucks so much. I didn't even watch it. He watched 3 episodes. I'm like, how did you last 3 episodes? First preview, I was out. So,
Wow.
and then we've been doing that for a little over a year now, and great fun, great guy. And we're gonna do another book series of, um, God, what is it? Hyperion. Another 4 book series, 4 book, and it's amazing. Yeah, not next month. Yeah, next weekend on the 21st. We're doing the next one. So anyway, sorry, I digress. We're talking books.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'm tired of the division between the fans.
Yes, I
Like
am too. It's like, come on.
Vayverser not respecting G1ers, and Animated not respecting Prime, and Prime not respected Animated. Hey, everybody, okay, everybody hating Netflix is kind of okay with me because that's how I started.
Yeah.
The Netflix show had terrible voice acting, and I was looking for Like I had wanted to do a channel for a while. I just didn't know what to do it about. And
JJ, welcome.
oh,
Sorry.
we have JJ. So JJ right now he's waking up. It's 8 a.m. Right? I think
Sorry,
he's
didn't mean to
12
interrupt you.
hours from me directly. So yeah, I wanted to do something different. And when everybody was bashing the voice acting stuff, I'm like, oh, I remember the voice acting was good. So I started doing voice actor spotlight. And I did that for about 6 months. I just did that. And then after that, I started doing toy review when I got Netflix Bumblebee. And then I got the Toy Hacks decals for Netflix Bumblebee. And I did oh no, that's right. My first Toy Hacks review was for the Paradron Medic kit from Toy Hacks. So there you go.
Well, that's cool. Um, so what are your thoughts on let's go back in time a little bit.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on Transformers Prime?
I liked it. I honestly did. I I like that it was a smaller cast, like Beast Wars.
Yeah.
Um, and it was better. I understood that they wanted to promote the Bayverse, the aligned continuity with the Bayverse, and so it was kind of a connection to that. So
Yeah.
I watched it, and what made the difference was that okay, the designs were a little uh, like new and kind of traditional at the same time. Like new faces for everyone, the new version of RC, and I
Mhm.
think that's what like this is not the RC that I grew up with, but I accepted her as another girl called RC. Like there's
Yeah.
another guy called Raziel. It could happen. And and then Bulkhead, great new imagining from animated, similar type of guy. I even like Wheeljack. Jackie was good. I'm actually waiting on Toy Hacks decals to turn Earthrise Wheeljack into Jackie.
Oh, nice.
And it's a two set with you take Silver Streak and you transform him into Smokescreen. So I'm waiting for that eagerly because nobody reviewed that yet. So, well, that I know of has reviewed that yet. So basically, I mean, Patriot Prime hasn't reviewed that yet. So yeah, and I really enjoyed Prime, and I also really enjoyed Animated. I think both series
Yeah.
were well written. They were a good show in their own rights, and they weren't trying to fix continuities or
Mhm.
retell the same stories. It was completely new, and I was completely okay by that.
Yeah.
So
And I loved Transformers Prime because I really love the soundtrack. The fact that it's the Autobot base was based in Nevada, that was pretty cool because as some of you may know or may not know, I live in the state of Utah, which is right next to Nevada.
nice.
And every time I go down to California and we pass through Nevada, I'm always like, we're passing through Autobot territory.
Yeah, there you go. And hey, it was a great show.
Yeah.
From G1, I loved Beast Wars even before there was connection to G1. I really liked it, but the fact that they made a connection to G1 was really interesting. It was well done, and I think the collaboration between because that's the thing. I've learned a lot about the Transformers community in the last 5 years because I
Yeah.
never went online on the forums, the old the old places where people would um, exchange information and discuss. I never knew there was a debate about Skywarp and Cyclonus and Bombshell, or Rumble is red and Frenzy is blue, or whatever. And
Yeah.
all those things I was oblivious to. But when I started watching Rodimus Primal, because that was my door into the community, one of his video popped in my suggested stuff.
Mm.
I watched it, liked it, subscribed, and then eventually discovered Kato and Patriot Prime, then Bird the Stormtrooper, Deluxe, and then all the other people in the chat like Ninja Bill and Anthony, Input. Even some, I have some UK friends too now. So, it was just an eye opener. But all those issues, I'm like, people have been arguing about this for like 30 years. And I was amazed. So, but to me, it's like, okay, well, Cartoon Rumble is blue, Tor Rumble is red. Yeah, that was just that's what it was.
Yeah.
So, and it makes no difference to me if they say rum. It doesn't matter. I am a strong proponent that Skywarp became Cyclonus because, well, first Flynn Dilly confirmed it, and the personality matched more. So, stuff like that. Optimus didn't kill. No, Hot Rod didn't kill Optimus. To me, it was, Optimus hesitated because he's a
Yeah.
freaking crack shot, and he could shoot two shoulder straps from Daniel in a cart on his way to a space bridge. He shot him twice, got him on the strap, and then he was able to get out. Don't tell me he couldn't shoot Megatron in the head
Yup.
when Hot Rod was slightly in front of him. Come on. So, um, Rumble is red. Well, no, I still prefer a blue Rumble, but I mean, if people want to call Rumble red, I don't care. But so it's, to me, I after 5 years of watching videos and joining the community and exchanging with a lot of people all the time, the division is getting annoying real fast. So
Mhm.
even my shorts that I do, it's who's your favorite voice. I'm not asking you who's the better voice actor. I'm not asking you who's the better character. I just want to know which voice you prefer. That's
Yeah.
all. You know. So. Oh yeah, thank you, Ninja Bell. Yes, that is very true. I am getting very wise with age and with all my white beard. Every time I shave, there's a new line of white that comes up. Freaking annoying.
Yeah. Um. Wow. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going out on a whim here. I wasn't really prepared much.
No, it's cool, man. It's just a discussion, really. How
Yeah.
did you get started into collecting?
Yeah. There we go. um, I got started back in because I was born in 1993.
That's
Um,
that's the year I moved from up north Quebec to southern Quebec,
oh,
and it
nice.
changed my life.
That's cool.
So that's a good
Um,
year. So you're
well,
15
yeah,
years younger than me. There you go.
so you live in Canada.
I'm in Canada. Yep.
Nice. So is David. That's cool.
Yeah, David is in Toronto or close to Toronto. Are you? Yeah, David, are you directly in Toronto or a suburb? Because Toronto is huge. All right, it's not as good as Montreal, but it's
Mm.
okay.
I
And
need to
I'm
go up there and
kidding. I
visit.
freaking hate Montreal. I'm in the Ottawa area, so the national capital of Canada, and I'm on a
Oh, nice.
suburb on the other side of the river. So I'm French Canadian by design.
I'm actually part Canadian, even though I was born in Utah. Because my
Okay.
dad was born in Canada,
All right.
so that's pretty cool.
And you bear his last name?
Yes,
Okay, that's not a Canadian name that I've heard a lot. But so I'm guessing he has other ancestries as well.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a pretty cool last name though.
Thank you. um, but yeah, I got my start back in 2007 with the Michael Bay franchise. We don't need to go into that whole discussion. um, and I've just been collecting Transformers ever since 2007. And then my nieces and nephews, when they started growing up around 2009, 2010, I had to go over to their house and uh, they would actually have Revenge of the Fallen figures, and we would play with them all the time, and that was
Okay.
pretty fun.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I got my start in 2007, and I've been a Transformers fan ever since.
All right. So you got okay. So you were like 6, no 793. Never mind. My math. I'm in accounting, and my head count. I can't count in my head word shit. Zeta Prime. My thoughts on animated. You think they could have gone for a 4th season? Yes, I think they could have. Would have been interesting to see where the show would have went. Has a hardcore French Canadian accent. No, I don't. Also, Raz will not meet me near the Michigan border because it's freaking far from here, man. Really, is not a Canadian last name. No, it's not. Figured it was because it was also Raz last name. No. Yeah, man, the border to Michigan, that's like far. I think it's far. And then we can't just meet at the border. We'll get shot. We have to, one of us has to cross, and I don't have an updated passport.
I need to get a passport. I want to travel the world. Well, some places, but yeah.
Yeah, some places.
But yeah, how'd you get your start in
Okay.
collecting Transformers?
Well, I hold on. This one here. Is it this one? Yeah. So, I was always a big Transformers fan. And then my son, when he in 2008, I got him a couple figures I mentioned on the earlier, and even I think we even had Armada, Demolisher, which he lost or I gave away. I don't know. Starscream, Ramjet from the classics line, which we still have. Actually, I just got the left weapon shooter from eBay, and so now my Starscream classic Starscream is complete. And my 5-year-old now plays with it, and so. But my wife got me this about 5 years ago. It was
That's
the
cool.
G1 reissue Bumblebee from Walmart, and then I was just happy to have that, and that's it. But I really liked it, and the more I was watching, the more I wanted to have other figures. So at first, I really thought I wanted to collect G1 figures. So one of my friend, got me. I helped him with some deliveries or something for some parts he needed for his car. Oh yeah, I went and picked up some stuff, and in payment, because he would at the time he was selling figures online, he got me a complete slag
Oh,
with the black head, and so I have that. I think I'm missing maybe a missile. I'm not sure, but so I have a complete G1 slag, but it's like dirty and loosey goosey, but still good. And what was the other one? I think the other one, yeah, he gave me for something else a cliff jumper. So for a while, that was just what I had.
yeah.
But eventually, he gave me also a G1 Bumblebee, an original. So I have both. But when I decided to start collecting, like I was watching a lot of Rodimus Primal and Kato, and then eventually my oldest, like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, you know what? I really want to see my father-in-law's face when I open a Transformer. And so he got me, actually for my birthday, uh, he got me Earthrise, Wheeljack, and Siege Sideswipe.
Oh, nice.
And then after that, we waited until Father's Day, and I actually found Thundercracker and Skywarp. Um, I found Astro Train and Soundwave, so I started buying slowly like that. And then eventually, my wife had to put not a stop, but it's like kind of slow down, please. It's getting like it was growing really fast, but now I only
Mhm.
buy a couple of figures every couple of months. Uh, each time there's a pulse stream because I have a sponsor. That's one of the reasons why I'm able to collect is because I have a guy that gives me 10% off everything. Um,
That's so cool. You have a
and,
sponsor.
and yeah, so and but he's local. He's an online store, but he's based in Ottawa, so I can just drive there. So I save 10%. I save on shipping. So and I never miss a mainline figure. So it's cool. Like I got from him, I was the first one to get this worldwide. the Guardian robot.
Here, let me hold on one second. There we go.
Yeah, the Guardian robot here from Generation Select. I was I got it way early than I expected to get it. So I picked it up, rushed home, and me and Ninja Bill did a live unboxing and a review. And I posted on T-Formers saying that was there. Like Bacon came on my channel for I think one of the very first time when I did that. And that was like my 15 minutes of glory. I was featured on TF World,
Wow.
and because like they were just taking pictures of my stream and posting it, saying like, "Oh, thanks to Rayzel Kane Reviews, we have pictures of this." So
That's
that was
cool.
really fun. So yes, and David is very, very jealous. Dude, you have an Omega now. You're good. You have your Omega. And you have your Devastator too, man. You're more than good. Hey, Ultra Megatronus, didn't see you there. So yeah, so I've had like a, and then Sludge and Snarl. I was also the first one in my circle to get them. So I did live reviews on those. Um, I was one of the first to pick up. Like when I mean one of the first, I mean YouTubers that I watch and people that I know. I was one of the first to pick up the Wardon 2-pack. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys have them yet, but these two fantastic figures. So yeah, so I've been lucky in getting figures, and it's kind of thanks to my sponsor.
That's way cool.
Yeah.
I want to get a sponsor one of these days.
Did
It'll
you,
happen eventually.
Anthony? You got Snarl. Like Anthony says, he posted a Snarl review a month. I probably watched it, but I don't recall it. I'll go watch it again just to give you another view, man. Okay. So, but Sludge, I was one of the first one to get it, so that was cool. And then everybody hated it because he's hollow underneath the belly, which I don't really mind. Wardon may go on pre-order on the 23rd. Okay, so, but when they said it was a TFCon exclusive. When is the next TFCon? Is it on the 23rd?
In Canada, it's sometime in July, but the next one in the U.S. is in October in uh, Florida, in
Well,
Orlando. I plan on going there.
okay. Oh, you'll meet a couple of the people, but it depends who you watch.
Yeah.
Like I've been to TFCon Toronto last year. I'm not going this year because it's 5-hour drive just to go, so it's 10 hours back and forth. I don't
Oh
really
wow.
want to spend for the hotel, and I don't really need a weekend pass. Like I did it last year, but after a day and a half, I was like, I'm done. I'm going home. So,
Yeah.
and depending, I was waiting on who were going to be the voice actors because that's how I got my Greg Berger interview. I met
Yeah.
him and I said, I want to interview you. And he said, all right, send me another message on Messenger. And eventually he gave me his phone number. So I texted him and, or I gave him mine. And then for a while he kept butt dialing me and texting me. That was hilarious, man. Like I think I'd get a phone call from Greg Berger. I'm like, oh, maybe there's something he wants to discuss, and then it's just him. I don't know, washing dishes. So it was just weird. So
Yeah. So I was fixing my camera.
yeah, no worries, man. So yeah, but it's collecting's been fun. I mean, look, I just got this also from GameStop because they they had two left in Canada. One
Oh
was
wow.
in one was in Fredericton, and the other one was in Saskatoon, I think. So I just asked, can you get them over here? And they said, oh yeah, no worries. So then they called me back a week later. I'm like, you can come and pick it up. So I have the Hero is Born. I have the Wardon 2-pack. I have, so it's been it's been a fun ride. And now I'm waiting on Beachcomber, Dirge, and DEFCON. And for my kid, I haven't shown it to him yet. Hold on. I have all the core class Dinobots. So, and then I pre-ordered Swoop and Scar, and I
Ooh.
haven't opened them. He doesn't know, so I want to collect the whole of Volcanicus. And if it gets here before either his birthday or Christmas, I'm just gonna give that whole thing to him. Because I don't want to combining Volcanicus. Like I don't care about that character at all. But he really liked it in Cyberverse. So there you go.
Do you like the Generations Wheeljack?
Which one is Generations Wheeljack? You have a. I have not seen that one in hand, but I really like the Generations line. I was able to get a Generation Sunstreaker and a Generation Sideswipe, or was it Universe? So Anthony's being funny, yeah.
And then
Actually, if you want tomorrow, watch the Fallen. Did you get the new Studio Series one?
No, I have not yet.
Okay.
I want to though.
Hold on. What did he say? I will send you a link later, Raz, if you want. You will probably join as well. See you on live later this evening. Oh, you're going live tonight? Sure. I can once we're done here.
Yeah.
I'll if you're on, I'll probably join. What time, Ninja Bill? Do you know? No. All right. What I'm really looking for is because I have a Sunstreak. Well, hold on. This is unprofessional, but I have this shelf here, which is side swipes and Sunstreakers, right? That's the actual teddy bear I grew up with.
Oh, that's cool.
So he has a Rodimus Primal T-shirt because I ordered a small size instead of a large size. So I have all those Lambros, and I want to get maybe more. So I was looking for maybe Power of the Primes, but I don't really like the design, so I'm not sure. But I know that Iron Factory is coming up with stylized version for their Samurai series. So we'll see. And it depends that if Ninja Bill goes live, I actually might go see him but any other time, Zeta, hit me up on Facebook, send me a message, and I'll gladly join your channel just to have a chat, man. Raz, when are you doing merch? Probably not until I hit 500 subs, because I mean, honestly, managing a store online, I don't know how much work goes into that, and I don't know if it's as profitable. I mean, Kato's doing it and PPR, but they have like 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And but I mean, my wife made me this T-shirt, and that's not even my old logo. That just she cooked up something on some site and gave it to me as a present. So that was really cool.
That would be a good idea, Anthony. And to answer your question on that, Rayzel, I sell merch. I mean, I have like 642 subscribers, but
How does it?
it's
Is it?
fun, but I've only sold like one or two, so it's
Yeah,
I need to do more advertising on it, but eh.
because there's a way you can link it on your. I know Kato, when you go on this channel, it's all at the bottom. Like
You
you
have to
can.
reach 1,000 subscribers, I believe.
Okay, to be able to do that. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's always about the 1,000 subs. Eh?
but I do also have a Patreon, so
I've been thinking about doing Patreon, but I mean, it really depends. Like, do I want to make money, or is this because the moment it's a job, it's not the same thing. And
Yeah.
I like the idea of it being a supplement to my actual job. Like a little,
Yeah.
if you make like, I think Cato, even as with all the members he has, he makes about like $60 maybe a month. Last I checked with him, and so that's like two deluxes, maybe. So
Yeah.
it's a good supplement. But thank you, Ultra Megatronus. So yeah, it's just something to think about doing the Patreon and doing the yeah, all selling monetization. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
1,000 subs, 4,000 hours, and
Yep.
like Memo just got 1,000 subs, and I think
Yes,
he
he
was
did.
missing 15 hours to hit monetization. So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And but I mean, it's still, it depends what you want to do with your channel. It's because you can lose that if you start to produce less content, you lose that.
Hmm.
So yeah. Oh, there's the new animated movie feature coming up.
Yes, and there's also the new Transformers game, Transformers Reactivate.
Well, that's not a new game. Transformers Reactivate. Oh, you mean no, no, no? Because there was one that's just got discontinued, which
Oh, you're
was
talking about Forge to Fight, aren't
Forged
you?
to Fight, and now it's going to be hosted on Netflix. So
Something like that.
yeah, Netflix. I didn't even know you could play games on Netflix. So,
I
but
didn't either. That's so weird.
that might be something I'll try, depending what kind of controllers you need, or
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. But if
If
it's
you're
on my
using a TV
TV,
remote, that'll be kind of hard.
yeah, exactly. So, but if it's like, if there's any way I can play with that with my like plug in two USB Xbox
Yeah.
um, on my TV, and then just me and my kid use Transformers and bash each other, why not?
Yeah.
Sorry. But the animated feature, I already ate it because, not hate it, but first thing they announced is the voice actors, which, as you do for an animated feature, but it's all celebrity voice actors. Thor as Optimus Prime. That's
Yeah.
I love Chris Hemsworth. This is not for him. Scarlett Johansson as Alita One. Uh, Maybe, I don't know. And then Bumblebee, and I mean, how much disrespect can Dan Gilvezan suffer? Honestly, like he reprised of all the voice actor of main characters that were shown in movies and other animation, and he only reprised Bumblebee like once or twice.
Yeah.
And then you have Frank Welker, who does Megatron all the time, and
Megatron.
Optimus always done by Peter Cullen.
Yeah.
But now that's another division. People want Peter Cullen. The studio want the Peter Cullen voice, but they don't want to pay for Peter Cullen.
Mhm.
So now he's getting less project, and he said, "I'll voice Optimus until I die." But he, any new project now, they just pass him. So
Yeah. We're talking about Transformers Ultra Megatronus. We're talking about voice actors and how people are divided on uh, whether they want Optimus Prime or Peter Cullen to be Optimus Prime, and Dan Govens, if I said his name correctly,
Gilvezan,
on
yeah,
Gilvezan on Bumblebee, how he hasn't really been reprised that much.
yeah, because Chris Hemsworth was in Avengers, but he's gonna do the new Optimus. I hope he loses the accent. Like, it'd be just weird to have an Aussie accent on Optimus, like transform and roll out. I suck at accents, but yeah. So yeah, and then yeah, Scarlet is going to be Elita One. So you know, and the thing is that what my generation really wants is a show where it covers what happened between season two and the movie from 1986.
Mm,
Because there's 20 years there from 85 to 2005. We don't know what happened. So, but I mean, we understand that the movie, they were producing the movie at the same time as they were producing season three and part of season two. And Neil Ross confirmed to me that he recorded lines for Springer for season 3 before the studio recorded lines for the movie. And the reason he got to be in the movie is because the celebrity voice actor that they hired couldn't make it. So since he already did the voice for season 3, they just said, "Well, do it for the movie." So that's how he got, because he was already Slag and a Constructicon and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people. I complained about the fact that they use celebrity voice actor to do Transformers and live action movies and stuff like that. But Transformers the movie did the same thing. The 1986 movie did the same thing. I mean, Orson Welles as Unicron, that's a celebrity voice actor. Robert Stack as Ultra Magnus, that's a celebrity at the time. Judd Nelson was huge at the time. No, not the guy who did Daniel. Ah, man, I can't remember. Anyway, the kid, he was a huge teen star. So they went, and John Machida was amazingly huge back then. So that's why they used big names to sell the movie. So Tom Hiddleston as Wheelie, yeah, why not? Why not? Could happen. So, but I'm not a big fan of celebrity voice actor in anything, like the Smurf movie. Why not get the original voice actor that are still around, Michael Bell? They allowed him to
Yeah.
read for it, but they went with Joe Melangio for I can't pronounce his name, but I mean, great guy, great act. Like, he's a fun actor. Saw him a couple of things, but he just used his own voice. He didn't even try to do the voice of uh, whatever Smurf it was. So
Yeah.
yeah, Leonard Nimoy is
Wow.
Galvatron. Big names, big
Yeah.
names. But then again, I think it was cool that they reprised Leonard Nimoy to do Sentinel. That's an homage.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I have a question that just popped up in my mind when you said Orson Welles as Unicron. Because we have not heard Unicron's voice in Rise of the Beast,
Did we
at
not?
least for me, I'm hoping his voice will be almost the same as it was in the '86 movie, deep, low, dark.
It depends how much they want to, because I mean, so far they don't seem to respect a lot of the source material.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the Maximals, for instance, are not the descendants of the Autobots like it was in Beast Wars. They're
Yeah.
a colony world that was destroyed by Unicron.
Mm-hmm.
So and so that's, to me, I would have liked to have the same connection that the two franchise had. The two shows had. So yeah, it does sound like Disney's work, and
Yeah.
to me, you know, watch Brolin voices Josh Brolin. That actually, you know what? I love Josh Brolin, so I wouldn't mind that. But I mean, if it's Ryan Reynolds that would voice Unicron, I would flip a switch. You know, or maybe you use Hugh Jackman use Wolverine voice, for
There
Unicron.
you go.
That'd be different. Keep it
Yeah.
Australian.
Yeah.
Uh, but I mean, that'd just be interesting. That'd just be, a different type of fun.
Or
Uh,
I'm just being funny here, but Liam Neeson, I will find you, and when I find you, I will kill.
yeah, maybe. But I mean, who has, like, who was the, I can't forget his name, the black actor that did the Green Mile and the Kingpin in Daredevil, and
Um,
he was huge. Michael something. Man, I can't remember his name, but he had a big, deep voice, so that would have been interesting.
yeah.
Okay, Zeta, if I'm up, I'll give it a shot. Send me the invite on my messenger in on Facebook. So yeah, but yeah, I mean it's really different from movie to movie what they
Mhm.
do. So hopefully, I don't know. One thing I don't like is, oh come on, not Idris Elba. I've seen him too much everywhere. So I mean, he's a good actor. I like him, but he did too much stuff, and some project that he's been involved, they underused him. Like in the third Star Trek from the JJ Prime, not JJ Prime, JJ Abrams line. Uh, yes, JJ Prime does Star Trek. So, but I mean, it really depends on the direction. I don't like the fact that they already made a mistake and said it was the first animated Transformer movie. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me! Right there, you pissed off a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Any new pickups this week
Um, not this week.
or recently?
Yeah, actually, I do have a few.
Oh yes, Michael Clark Duncan. Now I know he's dead, Anthony. That's why I wished he could have done it.
And so, recently I did pick up a Battle Trap
All right.
video series.
Now I see, and I'm not judging, but I see a lot of unopened boxes. Are you an MISB collector?
Am I a what?
MISB, mint and sealed box collector.
No, I just um because I had to move to my brother's house from my mom's house.
Okay.
Um, I don't have anywhere to open them.
Ah,
Most of
right.
my collection that I had is in storage. So, and I don't have anywhere to do a review. I'm trying to get a place to do a review, but so for right now, they're just going to stay in boxes.
All right, cool.
Air Razor.
I almost picked her up, but I don't like the choice of voice actor
Yeah,
already. She's my favorite character from Beast Wars, so I'm gonna be a little biased.
yeah. Let me. There. Had to turn off autofocus on. Oh, wow. There we go.
I'm sorry, Ultra Megatronus. I don't watch TV anymore, so I don't know which Allstate commercial you're referring.
So it's one of
Cheetor? Yeah,
those.
Cheetor looks good, I have to say. Dennis Haysbert.
Oh, I know which actor he's referring to. I just forgot his name though.
Floor reviews. You know what? Next April Fool, Anthony, I'm going to do a floor time in front of a toilet. So that's going
Sorry.
to be. You
There
just
we go.
zoomed in. Okay, cool.
But yeah,
Now, I got the Wardon 2 pack, which I shown earlier, and the Hero is Born. I don't know if you saw my Tunjalul Tank Alliance post. So it's a, I don't even say it's third party because they're not doing a character we know. It's just 6 little tanks doing a combiner, and that was pretty cool.
yeah. And in case anyone is wondering, hopefully this will show up. But that is my camera that I'm using right there.
Okay, cool. See, I'm using my phone. I wanna do the like a new camera. I want to buy a new one and make it more just for that. Because I mean, my review station is this box over here, right? So I take that, I place here, I put the lights on it, and then I do. So I like, let's say I have like 5 transformers that
Yeah,
I'll do reviews in one day. Boom, shoot everything, and then I'll edit throughout the week, and I schedule my releases for the upcoming weeks. And I usually do Wednesdays and Saturday
hmm.
for reviews and voice actor spotlight. And I'm overdue for a voice actor spotlight now. I just after a while, it's hard to find motivation to do the same thing over and over again. But I mean, I have too much respect for the voice actor to stop doing it. I'm just taking a small break. But next weekend, my girlfriend, my wife is going to her sister's for the weekend with the kid, so I'm gonna have free time. So I'm gonna probably work on the next spotlight. So well, that's always fun. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch any of my voice actor stuff?
Yeah, I've watched a few. I need to watch more of them. I
It.
just
I try to be as as accurate as possible, and it's
yeah.
hard because I have to go through different sources, and
Hmm.
some have stuff listed on, let's say, in 1961, and then the next site says 1963, and some go by release date, some go, like if it's dubbing stuff, some go by the original date in Japan, and then some go with the American release date, and it's always confusing to get the proper information. But John Machida gave the greatest the compliment to my spotlight about him, because he actually commented and said it's fun that after 30 years of interview, somebody actually got it right, and it just justified
Wow.
everything I had been doing. And then I went and I said, "Can I have you on my channel? Can I do an interview?" And then, but honestly, interviews I love doing them, but I would need to pay now to have um, IMDb's Pro so that I could have contact information and stuff like
Yeah.
that, because it's hard to get information. Or I've sent emails to casting agencies where the actor says, if you want to reach me, go through them,
Yeah.
and it's just so frustrating. But there's actors that I've actually made contact with on Facebook, and then they say, yeah, I'll do it, and then I never hear from it again, and that's sad,
Yeah.
so like I wanted, if I could meet them live, the only place they go is Toronto, so that's far. And this year
Yeah.
it's David Kay has been announced, and Venus Terzo. I'm like, okay, I haven't done a spotlight on David yet. I did on Venus. I'd love to meet her and to ask her to come over to the channel, because I prefer to interview people I've already did the spotlight on, so that they can watch it, so that they can know that I know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
so that they're comfortable. That's what John said to me. He said, I knew going in that wasn't going to be a goof, because you already did your research. You know who I am. So that was, great. It was great. So far I did John Machida, Greg Berger, Neil Ross, Michael Bell, and Gary Chalk. And Gary
That's
Chalk
cool.
was really interesting, really fun. And I'm grateful that they actually came to my channel, just shoot the shit for an hour. I have questions prepared, but it's I want to be more casual. So,
Yeah, for sure.
oh, thank you, Ultra. That's a nice compliment.
Um. And when you said you just have to get your sources together and stuff, it's kind of true for when I used to do Rise of the Beast movie news, and I still want to do it, but it's just so much work just trying to
Yeah.
track down all the details and stuff. And
Well, Anthony and I have been working on a project, which, according to Anthony, is going to probably get canceled soon. But I still think it's a good idea to do. But we do like weekly news. He does most of the work because he's great at it. So he collects all the data, writes a script, and then we try to get a guest host every week to do the weekly news stuff. And
yeah,
then we have a sponsor. Like this week I'm sponsoring the video, in the sense that I'm being promoted, and I'm hosting the video. But we had the Godbot and Input and Diecast Norbs hosting and stuff like that.
wow.
Anthony did it a couple times. We had segments by Ninja Bill, and we're trying to get it caught on. But right now, I think the news market, when Anthony mentioned that to me, he said, I think the news market is just saturated right now. So even Input hasn't done one in 3 weeks. I don't know if you follow Input's customs and reviews. He does stop motion and rants, basically.
Mhm.
So, well, what's your circle? Like, who do you listen to? Who got you into this? because my crew, not crew, my circle is the people that I like: Anthony, Input, Ninja Bill, Memo, Danny Dolphin. These are the people that I stream with most often. But the people that I watch more often are Rodimus Primal, Patriot Prime, Kato, Deluxe, Bird the Stormtrooper, and these are the one that got me into this.
Yeah.
Basically, just Kato really gave me the final push when I said I might do something, and he's like, "Do it, and I'll watch it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then he promoted my channel on his channel the first time I did my Dan Gilvezan spotlight, my very first video, and I was on his channel. Then I went on Deluxe channel and Patriot Prime's channel, and
Wow.
so, and me and Patriot Prime, yeah, we exchange some jokes once in a while, and like it's fun. I
Yeah.
don't, I can't say that I know these guys, but it's fun to have what we consider celebrities come on your channel or go on their channel and have fun. So who's your circle, and who do you watch?
Um. So I watch Patriot Prime, Kato's Collections,
Inutabi.
Bert. Oh, and also Diecast Norb,
Okay.
and I also watch Zeta and Beastman Review.
Okay.
And my circle would have to be um, Ultra Megatronus. Yeah. And um, Diecast Norbs. Um, Someone you guys may or may not have heard of. He's not really a YouTuber, but I interact with him personally because he's heavily in the Transformers community. His name is Jimmy Lavar. He lives in Florida.
Okay.
And also, why am I forgetting this one? JJ Prime.
Okay.
He's
JJ, I
one.
follow. Like I'll watch his stuff, but we haven't been able because of the time difference. We've never been able to, like, once on Instagram we were together, but he was having a bad day, and I kind of just joined in to cheer him up.
Mm,
Um, but he's a good kid, and his channel is doing good,
yeah.
and so and
And
yeah.
also Deluxe Baldwin. I actually met him at TFCon Chicago, and he was going to invite me onto his stream that he does. I just forgot to ask him. I should still ask him.
Ask again, man. This guy, come on, let's all face it. Deluxe is the sexiest YouTuber to this day. Like he's awesome. So and sometimes like when he comes on my channel, my face is lit up, man. I'm like, oh man, this is so cool. You're just because I always do premieres, always. I
Yeah,
never do a just except my shorts, but for when I do my reviews and stuff like that, it's always premiere because I like to chat, and most of the people that will come chat are always the same one.
yeah,
MCDJ, ACDC, Ultra Megatronus. Sometimes I have devoid of logic, and all the people that you're used to seeing chat. So, but it's fun because I like to just have that 15-minute chat, and everybody goes home happy. So it's
yeah.
always fun.
And speaking of premieres, I need to start doing those. I've always just pushed them out. Like I never even schedule my videos. I never do premieres. I just straight public, which I probably should. Um,
Well,
I
it's just
just
it depends. Sometimes you have time, sometimes you don't. I try to take time to do it. My wife's used to it by now. So
yeah. And fun fact, I found out that you should at least schedule your videos at least an hour or two out, just because when you upload a video to YouTube, it's just in high definition. It's not in 4K yet. It's still
yeah, you
processing.
can't. Well, even premieres, all my premieres, even if it's been uploaded for a week, it never streams in 4K. I've actually
Oh wow.
stopped. I've actually stopped saving them as 4K because of that reason, and also I'm not doing a TV show here. Like
That's true.
it just figures. So, like Kato's pushing, he puts the icon 4K HD on his reviews. I'm like, I'm regular SD or HD, so
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go. But I mean, if you want to be, I don't know, maybe Anthony, if he wants to extend the invitation, but we have 4 videos for TF Reviewer or H&E Toys, basically, where we have guest hosts. So if you want to give it a shot, check with Anthony on
Yeah.
Facebook.
I'm
And
actually a part of the TF Reviewers Network. So,
oh, there you go. So okay, so you're in. So basically, he sends you a script, and you have to record each segment individually. So what I
okay.
do is I record the whole script, and then I cut it and then save different MP4s. And you have to use like certain names and everything. So it's news. Like there's 3 story, then there's a sponsor about yourself, and then
Mhm.
there's a segment about my voice acting because my shorts I was talking about the who's your favorite voice. So
Yeah.
I publish it on that weekly news, and then a month later I publish it on my channel. So
Oh,
so
cool.
yeah. So yeah, because we're looking for guest host for, so Anthony can probably set you up. And Anthony, if you disagree, well, shoot me something on Messenger. But I think OptiNation should do it. It's just
Yeah.
and it's also if it picks up and we can get how to tie is. I had to teach Godbot so much that he forgot how to tie his shoes. Okay, I'm sure if Godbot was here, he'd be arguing this, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
I need to watch Gotbot. I've seen him in a lot
I
of
watch his top
Facebook
10,
groups.
like the top 10 list that he does for like whatever question he has. So that's something that I enjoy. But I don't have time for more reviews. Like, cause there's so much reviews you can watch. Like, I'll watch Patriot Prime review a figure, and then Kato, and then Deluxe, and then Bert. So it's just eventually it's just too much. So I
Yeah.
also a channel I kind of enjoy is Transformers Talk Raw. Don't know if you know this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've actually subscribed to him. I actually message him personally sometimes on
yeah, me
Facebook.
too. Like we've exchanged. He came on my channel once.
I
We did
actually
quick stand.
I actually was his very first hot seat interviewer.
Oh, okay. I remember that. And after that, he stopped doing it. I was supposed to be on that, and then he never
Yeah, I
did it.
remember that because you commented saying, "Hey, I want to join."
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
that
And then
now.
he never had the chance to do it again. Like I know he's busy
Yeah,
and work and everything. So I don't mind.
yeah,
But I mean, I always comment on his because he has good points sometime, and I think his fight
yeah,
against Steve's um is righteous. But
yes,
I don't believe that Hasbro's ever going to do anything about it. So and then I think at one point he kind of realized that, but he's still going at it. So I'm like, all right, cool, man.
yeah,
It's your crusade. I
yeah,
signed the petition and I'm behind him on that. But you know, my part is not watching the Thief, Chefetron and Prime versus Prime and stuff like that.
yeah,
You steal a figure, I'm out.
yeah,
I you know so committing crime for views. It's like committing crime. There's a guy who just got a YouTuber who just got banned and sued because he crashed a plane. Like he jumped out of a plane and let
yes,
it crash. Like who does that? What kind of
right.
psychopath are you?
I mean, I understand that was over like wilderness, but still, you don't know. Someone could have been hiking in those mountains. Someone
You
you
could
don't
start a
know.
forest fire.
Yeah, the plane could have exploded, caused a
So,
forest fire,
oh,
and
that's
caused
right.
half the
Anthony
bush. And
says, Brian. Yeah, Brian, that's TF fan page 101.
yes,
He's
yep,
fun. He's
yeah, he
I
is.
should invite him to
Actually,
something, but he's in
now
BC,
now
so
that I think about it, me, Brian, Anthony, I believe Ninja Bill was there, and Crimson Raptors was also there. He's also a good guy. Um,
I haven't
we
seen him. I don't think he produces anything on YouTube anymore. Like
Oh
I
wow,
see him
really?
in, I see him on YouTube, like on chats once in a while, but I haven't seen new content from him in a while.
Mm. But yeah, like I think it was last two two Decembers ago or something like that that we did like a Christmas toy list or something.
Oh yeah, we've done that on.
Oh, it was a holiday buying guide. That's what it was.
Yeah,
It was a holiday buying guide.
yeah, and those are fun. I mean, we did
Yeah.
like tier listing. Okay, this storyline. Let's tier from
Mhm.
S to D or whatever. So,
Oh,
and we did
and
a Star Trek versus Star Wars panel. That was fun.
um, but yeah, I've also been on the Fire Brothers channel. Um,
So Fire Brother. So that's he's. I think that's the actual brother of Rodimus Primal. Is it?
really?
I think because yesterday he's like, because somebody mentioned the Fire Brothers, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, my brother can't be here today because of blah blah blah," and so I think they, but I don't, I've never actually watched Fire Brothers, so I don't know, but I think that there's a relation between the two.
But I've collabed with the Fire Brothers, and that was pretty fun.
Okay, what did they do?
We ranked all the Rise of the Beast figures from worst to best,
Okay. No,
and that
you
was
know
pretty
Fire
fun.
Brothers is not related to Joe. Okay, sorry, that's my bad. I misunderstood. I misunderstood that. Not Joe, Joey. So, and I think that was like the on my first year anniversary, I had Patriot Prime memo Fire Talks, and which Fire Talks, I don't know if you watched him. His Rock Lord series was really fun. Really enjoyed it. But
I
the
would.
and I had Rodimus Primal on my first year anniversary, so that was really fun. This
That's
year
cool.
they couldn't make it because of the timing, and it was both of their wives have a birthday pretty much at the same time.
How do,
So I had
how do
Kato and
you
Deluxe, so that was great.
how do you get in touch with Patriot Prime? I've tried to get in touch with him to do a live stream. He never responds to me.
He actually contacted me the first time when he was doing
Wow.
a lot more sit rep,
Mm.
and I was a channel member. So he asked me if I wanted to be on Sitrep, and then he friended me with his real account instead of his Patriot Prime account.
Yeah,
So that's where I usually send my texts to his Jason B Morgan account.
yeah.
So that's how I get in touch with him. But no, I mean, if you try Instagram, I don't think he ever replied on Instagram to me. Oh man, Hillbilly Prime Review, that was freaking awesome when he did that this week. Um, so um, yeah, getting your rocks off with Fire Talks was a great segment name. I'm the only one who comments on this video, though. I mean, I've never seen a lot of comments on it, so but I like Fire Talks. I tried to be his best friend for a while, but then we just couldn't find time to stream together. So, but he sent me a bunch of his accessories at one point, and a siege barricade I was missing and stuff like that. So, good guy. But yeah, I try to do more stuff, and I want to be involved. Like as you know, I love doing stuff with the channels that are about my size. And but I do enjoy getting a little more exposure when I go on bigger channels because that's you
Yeah.
get a couple subs out of that, so that's really cool. Like eventually, I want to get on the Rodimus Primal stream. Like that would have been because he's at 95,000 now. Oh,
Oh,
that's
wow.
yeah. That's really fun. So there you go.
But yeah. um,
All right. Is somebody in the chat named Alex Nallman who just sent me a friend request? Has no photo, no nothing, or I'm getting fished on Facebook. Gotta love these people.
no, I don't think there's. Wait, Alex, who?
Nullman, Nulman.
I think I know that guy. Hold on one second. Let me check my OptiNation email. Oh yeah, I know him. He's a good person. He must have just barely created a Facebook account because this is the first time I'm hearing that he has a Facebook account.
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe I'll accept it later. I don't know. But I'm not
But no,
see.
I do know him. Uh, I just am not gonna say who it is. I mean, I'll private message you right now, but
Yeah.
I just don't want to give out anyone's personal info.
No. That's cool. I'm very wary of accounts that I actually try to avoid accepting friends' requests. I prefer people would follow my page. So,
I just sent it to you in StreamYard.
oh, all right.
That's who he is.
Okay. So that makes sense. I guess he has a private account.
But yeah, that's first I've heard that he had a Facebook account. He must have just barely created it.
I think he probably just created it because he just sent me. Yeah, he sent me a link to a stream. Okay, so that's him. All right.
Okay, cool.
I just want to clarify. It's good to ask before you just accept anything. So
Yeah. Well, cool.
oh, and you just subscribed to my channel. Well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
He says 10
Anything
o'clock. All right, I
else?
guess I'll join him at 10.
Anything else we want to talk about?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
What time is it in my area right now? Oh, for right now it's 8:56 p.m. It's
For
dark
me,
out.
it's 6:56 p.m. right now.
So that's right. In July, I'm supposed to do a stream with Ultra Megatronus. So there you go. No, I think we covered it. So all right.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, man. That was fun.
Yeah.
I
That
like
was
meeting
really
new
fun.
people. It's always fun. So if you do anything else, let me know, and I'll
Yeah.
probably join if I'm available.
Yeah. Have you seen any of my reaction videos?
I did this week. I watched one of your Rise of the Beast reaction videos, so that's cool, and it
Yeah.
was very popular. Did you see one? Oh man, Kato did one, and I hate him for it, but I loved it. He's like, "Oh, here's my reaction to the Rise of the Beast trailer," but there's no preview, there's no thumbnail images, so when you click on it, it was Rick Roll, but with Super Mario movie characters. I'm like, I freaking hate you right now, but God, that was good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining OptiNation Review and Rayzel Kane Reviews live stream. If you guys haven't checked out Rayzel Kane Reviews, check them out. And if you haven't subscribed to me, subscribe to me.
Yeah.
And
You're here now. Might as well subscribe. There
yeah,
you go.
um, and I don't know if you have a tagline, but
I do.
remember to
You want
all
to, okay.
OptiNation.
So get ready because you have to click twice on the end broadcast. So click once
Oh,
and then
okay.
ready the second one.
So like right now.
No. Don't click the second one right now. Just
Oh!
first
Just
one,
click the
and I'll
first
do
one.
my tagline. Okay, we're practicing. Okay, but this is gonna be the out. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Also, leave a comment. We love reading those. And remember, nothing in life gives you a right to be an asshole. Take care.
And remember, to all our OptiNation, have a great day, everyone, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Damn right.